let's start building this meal. So, granted, so, the foundation of today's dish is Kirkland brand tortilla chips, which I don't know what it is about these, but they smell really good compared to other brands No. There we go. Nice, generous helping of corn chips. But unfortunately, I have dropped one. Woo. Okay, that if anything touches that, it gets crispy. Okay, so let's crush up these corn chips. And this is the big reason why I needed the paper towel. Yep. That is the thing I have to be concerned about. My little work platform that I have here is unsupported. Well, it's a little bit lacking in support. Okay. So, this is the foundation. This is upon which everything else is built upon. Which, speaking of built upon, next up is ground beef. Which actually, I really like the texture and image in this shot. Because reasons. Woo. But yeah, just kind of let it drip on there. Pretty much for this 1 pound of ground beef cut with a can of black beans. For tonight's dish, I'm aiming for, I want to use 1/3. 1/3 of my ground beef. So that's reasonable amounts, 1/3. As for the ground beef, I'm going to set it off to the side. Because I want it off to the side. So, this is at the point in your straw hat making, you can change. You can do some different things. Some people like to hit it with their greens at this point. As for me, I'm an onion guy. I like my onions. So we're going to hit this with some onions. Nice, generous helping of onion. And there we go. We have hit it with a very generous helping of onion. This is the onion step. Next step, lettuce. We're going to hit this with some lettuce. I didn't pull a whole lot of lettuce, but I also did that because I had some broccoli. Because broccoli is also going to be the backup green. And also when you get to the point where you have a decent layer of greenness to your meal, you can also feel free to put your hand on top of the straw hat and crush it down a little bit, because you kind of want to have it be wide and broad at this point. So that way you have a lot of foundation left for what comes next. Granted, I say that, and there's not really a lot that comes next. So, next up is some good old salsa. And this is actually homemade salsa. So I'm gonna hit this with a pretty reasonably generous helping of salsa. And there we go. That's the tomato. That's the tomatoey part. It's a really good part. Don't forget it. Don't forget your tomatoes. This is also a part where you can add various other sauces. Sour cream, for instance. I think some people use steak sauce. I actually don't know how some of my other family members like this as a dish. But this is a... So basically you have your chip layer, you have your meat layer, and then you produce a veg layer. And then on top of the veg layer, you have a sauce layer. And I'm also gonna throw a little bit more firewood at the fire because, hey, it's a campfire cooking stream. I don't have anything actively on the fire. I'm not gonna hurt anything. I want lots of fire. So, right now we're doing really good. I wanna just put my onions off to the side so they're out of the way. Gotta have the star of the show front and center. This is not the star. This is the star. Kirkland brand shredded cheese. This is what makes the straw hat the straw hat. Which I think when I was looking at the picture from the last one, the last straw hat cooking stream, which I'll be real, I will be honest. Yeah, these streams are happening once a year. Will this be the thing I do for the next anniversary? Who knows? Is it going to be the thing I'm doing now? Most certainly yes. But there you go. There it is. This is the straw hat in its completed state. This is my favorite food of all time. And at the end of the day, it basically just comes down to it being Amish Tex-Mex. That's what it is. It's a really simple thing.